to LSU, he started using virtual reality here. And I say here because I'm in Baton Rouge right now. And people say that was a big part of him being able to process more quickly, get the football out of his hands to BTJ and to also Malik Neighbors. And so I think this is something he's comfortable with, but he's also acknowledging that he has to get better. I believe he's acknowledging exactly what Mina is saying, that I can't always utilize my legs, that I will take too much punishment, and that punishment will land me on the bench. And so I'm excited to see that Jaden, even with the success of year one, going back to some of the basics that got him here.
Yeah, after averaging 28.5 points per game in 2024, the Commanders averaged less than 21 points per game last season, the largest drop-off in the NFL. Feels like he's poised for a huge comeback. All right, still ahead, reinforcements on the way for the Ravens. Here with their GM had of the Super Bowl at ESPN, we're telling the stories of the players who fulfilled lifelong dreams of scoring a touchdown. Mina, I know you have been a member of the Bateman fan club, a Bateman, if you will. Why is Bateman becoming an impact player so important to this Baltimore offense?
Yeah, I think Eric DeCosta put it best there when he says there's been flashes of the skill set that they drafted him for in terms of the route running.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV. UPTV, make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in on the crazy, wild, disrespectful timeline of Ryan Clark being fired yesterday while recording live on NFL Live during the commercial break where he was let go. But at the same time, clips and takes and opinions that had been edited was still coming on the internet in real time like everything was cool, but the whole time the news was getting ready to break that he'd been let go, which turns it from a layoff into a firing. No matter how you slice the pie and spread it around and eat it, you still gotta accept that there was some foul play and disrespect involved here. And as this news broke, it just started to shake the internet up in the sports analyst world, and the conversation and the news became all the way real that layoffs were coming at ESPN again. But now other conversations have came out. Now Ryan Clark responded to this and said, sending prayers and love to all those laid off today by ESPN. So many of you have poured your life into that company, and I know how you're feeling right now. My hope is as this door closes, another opens for you all. God bless. Now, they didn't come with a direct reason why they let him go. It's a bunch of speculations out there. It's just the way that they handled it. It's going to play into the narratives. When it comes to Ryan Clark, issues that he had with Peter Schrager in the past before, but that was way last year. That's the one a lot of people been directed to. Other conversations are happening right now as well because Pat McAfee supposedly is getting a pay increase. We do know that him and Ryan Clark have had their issues in the past, so people are going to feed into that. And the way that ESPN did this and handled this, that's what the people are going to do because y'all are looking for, y'all gave them something to look at. It got to be something going wrong for y'all to handle this irresponsibly, this disrespectfully to somebody who's been working for y'all throughout these years, been there, dedicated, going hard, right, wrong, and different, dislike or like his opinions and stances and things. I remember him and Pat McAfee had the big back and forth at one point recently, but to get it to this point right here where you do somebody that been working for you, who got a name in the game, award winner, analyst, and a Super Bowl champion, if you do it to one employee or somebody that worked for it, you would do it to others. And then on top of that, some other news had broken this situation that came out today on Breakfast Club, and Charlemagne put it out there that the chairman for ESPN was kicking it, big chilling. It was all smiles, hugs, respect, handshakes and daps, and everything cool and check at the Fanatic Fest out there. Said they was on stage together and all. So he kicking it with him in his face in real time and got it on his mind like, hey, bro, we getting you up out of here next week. Now, they said it was supposed to happen Tuesday, but it had to go down in real time because I guess they didn't want to take a situation where they let him go. They said supposedly. Now, you put it up on the table if you want to believe them. It's up to y'all now. ESPN, y'all did this to yourself. Y'all have given people everything that they need to question y'all, where y'all stand, y'all respect level, Are y'all on some foul play or anything in that way? Because the way y'all fumbled this and handled this, if y'all didn't do it intentionally. So that's on y'all. But they was kicking it this past weekend. They said that they was supposed to let him go Tuesday. They was going to inform him then. They was going to let him do the show Monday, did inform him after. But it's one of those situations, y'all, where if y'all was going to let me go, y'all should have went on ahead and made the decision. We going to keep him here for a little bit more because we doing this fanatic thing this weekend. Or however y'all want to let him go, don't make him come work a whole shift on that day, then come back later and then let them know, yeah, we finna let you go right now. Nah, bro, y'all supposed to let them finish that show out because y'all knew the news was gonna break. So when the news breaking now, you gotta say, well, he finna look crazy because we had him recording live. We cut the show in half on this segment that was going good with Jay Daniels right now, talking about Jay Daniels in the future right there in that moment. So by y'all taking it to that level and really doing it like that, bro, that's some real foul play. I don't care how you slice it. This is how these corporations get down, bro. Yeah, ESPN is under Disney, but in the corporate world, everything is cutthroat. And if you ain't one of them top dogs with the big contracts, the Stephen A. Smith got the big contract over there, the Pat McAfee got the big contract, the others got the big contracts, you always on the chopping block, bro. They never give you a 2 weeks notice when they fire you, but they want you to give them a 2 weeks note when you're about to resign. Just keeping it all the way 1,000. And I'll be real with you, Pat McAfee up there, Stephen A. Smith up there with the contracts that's solidified and good. Y'all bringing the ratings in. Y'all got value over there. Respect your audience and your ratings. But you better know, you get caught up in one of these situations where it look bad for you, they gonna choose them over you every single time. That's the nature of business. Now, Ron Clark, he does have the Pivot podcast. I would just say from afar, I don't know how Shannon Crowder and Fred Taylor feel. They do like a 1 week episode, or they do it here and there. I catch some of them, no doubt about it. They got a good quality show over there. They have an audience, they have a fan base. I don't know if they would want to turn that up to multiple times a week. They can shoot shows and just cover the sports themselves. Or does he want to go to another platform, do another deal? But it seems like, hey, they showed me the real. They still got to pay the rest of his money. He was making $2 million a year. But this is just showing everybody that this corporate world is cutthroat. Disney, you think of Walt Disney, you think of kids, you think of the legendary TV shows that people grew up on. But you better know, it's real grown folks behind that, and it's real cutthroat business. Make sure you stay on your pivot. Tell me what y'all think. We got some stuff coming to the Patreon as well. Urban Politicians TV, 1,000 for shit show. Lock in with us.
Going back to some of the basics that got him here.
Yeah, after averaging 28.5 points per game in 2024, the Commanders averaged less than 21 points per game last season, the largest drop-off in the NFL. Feels like he's poised for a huge comeback. All right, still ahead, reinforcements on the way for the Ravens. Here with their GM had of the Super Bowl at ESPN, we're telling the stories of the players who fulfilled lifelong dreams of scoring a touchdown in the Super Bowl. I know you have been a member of the Bateman fan club, a Bateman, if you will. Why is Bateman